Hi guys, if you thought the name Jeremy Corbyn would be brought up in this general election, then you'd be right. The Tories have reached for him when times are desperate, for example in the House of Commons during PMQs. In case of emergency, break glass and invoke the MP for Islington North. However, if you thought it would be the Conservatives or even Reform UK that would bring up the former leader of the Labour Party, then you'd be wrong. It was actually Keir Starmer who used the attack line. What?
The Conservatives are going to pledge another 2p off national insurance. If you get into power, will you match it?
The money's not there for the Tories' desperation. And what they're producing is a recipe for 5 more years of chaos. And I think that's why it's so important that we see this election as a choice, because we can't go on like this. We need to turn the page, rebuild, start with Labour. We've got 6 first steps that are ready to go on July the 5th, get on with the job, roll our sleeves up. So that's the choice before the country now.
So just to follow up on that, they say that you will be putting up taxes, not cutting them. Is that correct? No tax cuts from you?
We have been absolutely clear that all our plans are fully costed, fully funded. We will not be increasing income tax, national insurance or VAT, so no tax increases for working people. None of our plans require tax rises. But this is coming from the party that's put tax to the highest level since, for 70 years. And they're building this sort of Jeremy Corbyn style manifesto where anything you want can go in it. None of it is costed. It's a recipe for more of the same, and that's why this choice of turn our back on this, turn the page and rebuild with Labour is so important. We've got 6 first steps, we're ready to go on July the 5th.
This is really weird. Now, is this the right approach? Is it a good idea to throw Jeremy Corbyn under a bus? Jeremy Corbyn is no longer leader of the Labour Party. Keir Starmer has tried to distance himself from the former leader as much as possible. But was it necessary to use this attack line, a Jeremy Corbyn style manifesto? Because you, when you were a member of the cabinet, the shadow cabinet, you supported this manifesto back in 2019. So I'm not sure what he's talking about here. I think he opens himself up for attack by the Conservatives. Well, if you're criticizing Jeremy Corbyn's manifesto, well, then why did you support it? Why did you try and convince people to vote for it in the last general election? So I think it's a pretty strange attack line. But maybe for some people, it shows that he has separated himself and the Labour Party from the Labour Party of Jeremy Corbyn and the past. I just think it's a very strange attack line. While the Tories have used this against Keir Starmer in the past, especially during PMQs, the response from Labour was to ignore it. And it didn't really land a punch. It didn't, because the general public seeing, okay, well, there's a new leader, the party's going in a different direction. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's up to the voters. It never really landed. So why the hell is Keir Starmer using this attack line against the Conservatives? It didn't work against him. I don't see it working against the Tories. Or maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.